Hello and welcome students. So in this video we are going to cover MEG-14 Block 3 Unit 2 Getting to Know the Text by Tamas by Bhisham Sahni. Tamas by Bhisham Sahni was one of the most powerful literary works on partition of India. In this session, we will break down the text structure, key senses, characters, and the emotional impact of the narrative. Let's discuss what is Tamas all about. Tamas, which means darkness, is a historical novel based on the events of the partition in India in 1947. It explores the communal rights and trauma and the disintegrations of society caused by political manipulation and religious intolerance. This novel is not just a story, it's a mirror to the chaos that partition brought into ordinary life. Structure of the novel. Tamas does not follow a strict linear narrative. Instead, it's episodic, moving between multiple storylines and characters. Here's how it's built. Non-linear format. We jump back and forth in time. Multiple perspectives. From Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, British officials, each community gets a voice. Layered storytelling. Realism is a blended with allegory, creating a deeper meaning. Opening sense, a symbolic start. The novel begins with a chilling act. Nathu, a poor sweeper, is ordered to kill a pig, unaware of its communal implications. This leads to riots between Hindu and Muslims. This sense is symbolic of how common people are manipulated by those in power. It sets the tone for the darkness that follows. Key characters and their roles. Let's understand the people who shape this narrative. Nathu, a poor Dalit who acknowledgedly become a trigger for communal violence, represents how marginalized people are used as pawns. Murad Ali, a Muslim leader with a modern mindset, tries to prevent the violence but is ignored. Reflect helplessness in the face of mob mentality. Richard, British official, his indifferent and bureaucratic attitude reflects how the British mishandled the situations. Shows how colonizers view partition as just a political problem, not a human one. Ramlal, Bakshi, and others represent the diversity of society. Each character is complex with both strengths and flaws. Let's discuss the use of language and tone. Bhisham Sahni used simple, realistic dialogues to reflect authenticity. Detailed descriptions of especially of the riots and suffering. Psychological depth. We show how fear, mistrust, and hatred grow. The tone is dark, emotional, and brutally honest. There is no sugarcoating. The horror of communalism is shown as it is. Let's discuss some themes that run through the text. Communal violence. The core of the novel explores how people are divided by religion and used to political gain. Number 2. Political manipulation. Leaders, experts, sentiments for votes and power. Number 3. The common man's plight. Innocent people suffers due to decisions made by the elite. Number 4. Failure of colonial rule. British officials are shown as a cold and inactive. Number 5. Loss of humanity. Fear, violence, and chaos lead to moral breakdown in society. Let's understand the impact of it. What makes Tamas unique is how it brings empathy into historical events. We don't just read about partition, we feel it. We see how neighbors turns into enemies and how society loses its moral compass. The novel encourages readers to reflect on present-day communal tensions too. Let's visualize and cinematic qualities. You will notice that the novel feels like a movie sometimes. That's because Sahni uses visual storytelling. Every scene feels real. It was later adapted into a TV series by Govind Nihalani in 1988. The narrative pace keeps you engaged and tense. Sahni's intent as writer. Bhisham Sahni does not want to just document events, he wants us to question authority, value humanity above religion, never repeat the horrors of partition. He acts like a moral voice reminding us of the cost of it. Let's discuss how to read Tamas for exam. If you are preparing for MEG-14, focus on how Sahni uses characters to represent social ideas. Note how language and imaginary creates emotional intensity. Pay attention to historical accuracy versus literary imagination. Practice answering long and short questions based on themes, characters, roles, and plot development. In the conclusion, Tamas is not just a novel, it's a witness to trauma, a call for peace, and a warning against political extremism. In this unit, we have gotten to know not just the text but the soul of the story. Let's carry forward the lesson that Tamas teaches. In darkness, even a small light of compassion, the unity matters. That's it from this video from MEG-14 Block 3 Unit 2 Getting to Know the Text by Tamas by Bhisham Sahni. That's it from this video. Take care. Bye bye. Jai Hind.